Very good evening, all of you. Okay, so my voice is perfect. My voice is perfect. Mohammed Irshad, Sanobar, Asya, Kelvin, Sabit, Abdul Salam. Is my voice perfect? Kelvin, Sabit, Abdul Salam, Asya, and Sanobar. What is the issue? Is it okay now? Sabit, is it okay now? Is it perfect now? Alright, so let's get started. Today we are going to do a case study on the company with the name Pota Cable. Now, I don't know whether you have heard this brand before or not, this brand name. Pota Cable brand is the most widely recognized brand in the modular construction in UK. So they deal in with construction in UK. Fine? Is it clear? Is my voice audible? Okay. So see, Pota Cable is a brand, okay. It is the most widely recognized brand in modular construction in UK. Now, do you know, very good evening. Do you know what modular construction is? Hello everyone. Is my voice perfectly audible now? Mohammed Irshad, Kelvin, Sabit, Abdul Salam, Prabhavati and KP Ramakrishnan. Sorry, I got disconnected in between. There was some net error at my end. It has been rectified now. So we are not going to face any problem of, me getting disconnected in between anymore. So see, this company with the name Pota Cable, they actually deal in with modular construction. Okay. Now, what is modular construction? Modular construction, in modular construction, what happens is this: building is constructed off-site under controlled plant conditions, using the same materials and designing to the same codes and standards as conventionally built facilities, but in about half the time. Okay, so this is to conserve time. This is to save time and to get the better quality from the same raw materials when it comes to making buildings. Buildings are produced in modules that, when put together on site, reflect the identical design intent and specification of the most sophisticated site built facility without compromise. See, in lab, when they are doing this in lab, they can control things in lab, right? And they can conserve time as well. And they can come up with a better quality thing, assembling using the same raw material. So that's why now there is a trend of modular construction in countries like UK. Okay, yeah, this is going to come in India soon. It will be there in India. It might be there in metropolitan cities, but yeah, it will take some time for it to come in small towns. Okay, now structurally, modular buildings are generally stronger than conventional constructions because each module is engineered to independently withstand the rigors of transportation and craning onto foundations. Once together and sealed, the modules become one integrated wall, floor and roof assembly. Fine? What is modular construction? Very good evening, Hitesh. We are doing a case study on a company with the name Pota Cable, and they deal in with modular construction. Okay. So modular construction, in modular construction, the parts of the buildings are being designed inside a lab, or not a lab exactly, but they choose some place, plant conditions. They are being designed in a plant and then they are assembled on the site, okay, as one unit. This conserves time and they are able to come up with something better using the same raw material. Fine, everyone? Is it clear? Shall we proceed ahead? Any questions on modular construction? Please let me know. I need answers from everyone, not just one lady, that is Prabhavati. Kelvin, Vijesh, KP Ramakrishnan, Sabit, Asya, Mohammed Irshad. All right. All right. The Pota Cable brand is the most widely recognized brand in the modular construction in the UK. Pota Cable modular buildings provide high quality working environments for many other businesses and organizations. For example, office buildings and schools through to hospitals and hospitality suites. Health and safety policies form a key component of a Pota Cable corporate social responsibility document and are integral part of the business. Pota Cable not only constructs and sells new modular buildings but also hires out buildings. For example, when a school needs interim accommodation quickly, therefore health and safety is a key consideration in each of these situations, especially in relation to a safe environment for children to work and play in. Sometimes, the school might be needing a construction. The school might need a construction. So during that time when construction is being needed, suppose Pota Cable people are doing the reconstruction, they are modifying some parts of the school which needs modification. In that case, they also provide new shelter, and that too a safe one for the kids. Okay, where they can work, where the teachers can work in, and they can set the school, temporary school there. Okay, and the environment is quite safe for the kids. Fine. So whenever they provide that kind of accommodation, they just make sure it's safe. Okay. Is it clear? The overall responsibility for health and safety in a company rests, okay, with the board of directors. They ensure that effective H&S policies and practices are in place in the company. However, health and safety is the responsibility of everyone who works for the company. Training is vital to ensure that everyone understands what is expected of them. So they are being trained. Their actually prominent motto is safety of the people to whom they are providing services. Okay, focusing on health and safety protects employees in every activity that they carry out. So they ensure the safety of employees as well as the people they are working for. Companies have overall responsibility for the health and safety of their employees and others. The responsibility of the company relates to creating and implementing the overall framework, example, policies, procedures, and training which create a good health and safety culture. Fine. However, under the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974, employees also have some responsibilities. Is anyone aware of this act? Health and Safety at Work Act 1974? Is anyone aware of this act? Yes or no? Do you know? And see, as per this act of 1974, even the employees have some responsibility. Does anyone know that? Okay, I'm going to take you. See, let's learn about this act. Okay. So everyone has the responsibility for the safety. It's not only the company's responsibility to ensure the well-being of the employees, but it's also their employees' responsibility to ensure their own well-being and to ensure the well-being of others in the company. Now, let's learn about this act. Before 1974, approximately 8 million employees has no legal safety protection at work. The Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 provides the legal framework to promote, stimulate, and encourage high standards of health and safety in places of work. It protects employees and the public from work activities. Everyone has the duty to comply with the act, including employers, trainees, self-employed, manufacturers, suppliers, whoever is working for the company directly or indirectly. They fall under this act and they are compelled to ensure their own safety and the safety of others. Okay. Now, what is the employer's responsibility as per this act? The act places a general duty to ensure that so far as it is reasonably practicable, the health, safety and welfare at work of all their employees. Employers must comply with the act. They must provide and maintain safety equipment and safe systems of work. Okay. Ensure materials used are properly stored, handled, used and transported. Okay, all these are the responsibilities of the employers. Provide a safe place of employment, provide a safe working environment. They need to ensure that the working environment is clean and safe. Okay. Ensure materials are used properly, stored, handled, used and transported. Provide information, training, instruction and supervision. Because sometimes like hazardous products are obviously raw materials are used in some companies. And if you suppose they have some machine, okay, and if they don't train me well on that, there might be an accident, and not only I am going to die, but others are also going to die and suffer because of that. So they need to provide me proper supervision, and then only I should start working. And if I have not understood something, it's my responsibility being an employee that I need to tell them this thing, rather than working on the machine, right? Ensure staffs are aware of instructions provided by manufacturers and suppliers of equipment. Fine. Provide a written safety policy risk assessment. Look after the health and safety of others, for example, the public. Talk to safety representatives. An employer is forbidden to charge his or her employees for any measures he or she is required to provide in the interest of health. So if they are ensuring your, safety, they need not to charge you for the same. Fine. Now, these are the things which are listed here. These are the employer's responsibility as per this act. Now, what are the responsibilities of employees as per this act? Let's learn about it. Fine. Fine. Shall we proceed ahead? Mohammed, Asya, Sabit, Abdul Salam, Prabhavati, KP Ramakrishnan, Vijesh and Kelvin. Okay. Now, employees have specific responsibilities too. They must take care of their own health. So it's not like they are only going to ensure your safety. You also need to ensure your own safety and that of other persons. Employees must be liable, cooperate with their employers. So if they ensured your safety, you should cooperate to them. Otherwise, how you're going to take advantage of that? Being, employees. Not to interfere with anything provided in the interest of health and safety. Enforcement of health and safety legislation. For your type of business, the local authority environment health officer will be your enforcement officer. For manufacturing or large construction or industrial sites, the health and safety executives carry out inspections. The power of an inspector include rights of an entry at reasonable times, right to investigate and examine, right to dismantle equipment and take substances or equipment, right to see documents and take copies, right to assistance, right to ask questions under caution. So see, there will be a reinforcement officer, and they will do inspection time to time, and they are being permitted for all these steps which is mentioned here. Right to seize articles or substances in case of imminent danger. Enforcement action. Now legal notices. Written document requires person to stop doing something. Okay. So if they see that your employers are asking the employees to use something which is not up to the mark, worn out machine, then they can give them a legal notice, written document, that your company cannot start continue using that. This is not in the well-being of employees. So we are going to take this with us, right? Improvement. Say what is wrong and how to put right within a set time. Prohibition. Prohibits use of equipment, unsafe practices immediately. Like child labor is an unsafe practice. So legally it is like not allowed, but people do it. Whoever is indulged in that. So if they are hiring someone who is below 12, then obviously it is an illegal thing, right? Prosecution. Both employees and employees face prosecution. Maximum £5,000 in magistrates court, unlimited fine and jail in crown court. Enforcement officers will give advice and explain anything you are not sure about. So this is the law we were talking about. Fine. So before we proceed ahead, before we switch back to the case study, if you can read this on your own, the health and safety law of 1974 at workplace, you will get the better, idea about it. Fine. Okay. So read it from before till assessment, and then I'm going to scroll it down and read it properly, please. You have to read it till assessment. Tamil Rashi, are you reading it? Sure, sure. I am not in a hurry. Just read it properly. That's it. Is everyone done till assessment? Is everyone done till assessment? Should I scroll it down? Okay. Now read the remaining parts of this. You can read it from look after the health till appointment. You have to read it till appointments, and then I'm going to scroll it down. Now read it from right till about. Okay? Just read the remaining parts of this. Are you people reading it or not? Please let me know in the chat box. Only Prabhavati is reading, rest are not reading. How about others? Please let me know in the chat box. Okay. Prabhavati is done. How about others? Are you done with it? Shall we move back to the case study? Alright. Okay. To carry out risk management effectively, a company needs to have an overall safety management system. Porter Cabin has a safety management system that includes the following elements. A general statement of intent, that is commitment to health and safety. Identification of who is responsible for health and safety. Reporting structure, what health and safety reports will be produced, by whom and for whom. They know who is going to perform this task specifically. Okay. Arrangements for HNS, the actual details of health and safety practices. Identification of legal requirement and how these are being met. Okay. Objectives and targets, setting the internal standards to be achieved. So they have certain standards. They said that, and the specific person has to achieve that, and they continuously monitor it and measure it. Recording incidents to check objectives are met. Okay. Periodic review for the continual improvement. Recording incidents, accidents to check they are closed. So they continuously keep the track record of it, the accidents that might be taking place in the company, to ensure that they are reaching their objectives. They are able to meet out their objectives. One of the most important parts of the safety management systems at Porter Cabin is the identification of where responsibility for HNS lies, that is health and safety lies, like in which department it is needed the most. Porter Cabin has put in place comprehensive documentation that clearly shows that what employees are responsible for, such as taking care of their own health and safety and that of fellow employees, reporting any accidents, incidents or near misses which might lead to injury, using the correct tools and equipment in line with training and instructions. Okay. Knowing emergency procedures at the location where they are working. Suppose there is an emergency, what they need to do at that time. They are being trained for the same. They even get brochure for the same. Fine. Appropriate training is given depending on the individual's personal role. Porter Cabins employs full-time HNS professionals, health and safety professionals who are qualified at a degree or diploma level specifically in health and safety. Now, Porter Cabin's commitment to health and safety is demonstrated through the achievement of OHSAS 18001, where the key aspects are covered. Risk policy. This sets out that Porter Cabin aims to achieve the prevention of injury and ill health and promotion of the health and well-being of all employees. Risk identification. Company assesses all health and safety risks which are documented as a part of a wider risk register. Safety procedures are then put in place to reduce or limit these risks. Training. HNS training for new employees is initially carried out during an induction program. This covers all company procedures that directly affect the new employees and establishes a strong health and safety awareness. So whenever they are being hired, okay, new professionals, they are being trained extensively for it, okay. And existing employees who had already been trained, they are regularly updated and trained, so that because every now and then company is coming up with a new policy to ensure better safety practices at work, okay. So they continuously train the old employees for the same. Fine. Measuring and monitoring, and they continuously monitor as well to ensure that they are able to meet out with their objectives or not. Fine. Porter Cabin regularly carries out check to make sure that its health and safety practices continuously improving. Okay, because unless and until you are checking, how will you get the track record of whether the accidents at work has decreased or not? If it has decreased, then only you are improving, otherwise not, right? And you can only get to know and even if you are not improving, why you are not improving, you can only get to know that once you are doing the survey, right? Right, everyone? Only Prabhavati is saying. How about others? Careful attention to health and safety adds value to a company and its products. Having a strong health and safety record enhances brand image. So if there are, if they have a good image in terms of health and safety, obviously more and more people will do business with them and more people will try to join them. It also means that the company is able to deliver the right products at the right time with the minimum of delay and safety. Okay, this is the vital in the highly competitive construction industry. Okay, construction industry is also very dangerous because when it comes to, even if they are producing the segments of a building, if it has fallen on someone, he or she will die quickly. So they ensure the highest range of safety, right? The overall impact of these benefits is to make Porter Cabin a supplier of choice because it provides the company with a competitive edge over rivals. The esteem in which company is held by customers impacts positively on employee motivation for the company. The strong health and safety record substantially reduces downtime, time lost to inactivity. Okay. If there are less number of accidents, obviously less time will be wasted and they will be able to deliver on time. And associated costs and create a safe culture. Accidents caused by injury at work potentially create substantial losses to a business and are demotivating to the workforce, right? If some accident is continuously taking place again and again at my workplace, obviously it is going to reduce my productivity as an employee, right? The accident incident rate for Porter Cabin under RIDOR is 37.7% less than the average in the construction industry. Now, before we switch over to the questions, okay, you have to read this on your own and I want, concrete answers, okay, for those questions. Fine. So first of all, you have to read from D till and, okay, and then I'm going to scroll it down, and once you are done with this, we'll do one this PPT associated with the same case study, and then you can solve the question. Fine. Is it clear? Mohammed Irshad, Sabit, Abdul Salam, Prabhavati, KP Ramakrishnan, Kelvin, Tamil Rasi. Yeah, so just read it properly. Once you are done till and, just let me know please. Are you done with it? Should I scroll it down? Mohammed Irshad, Sabit, KP Ramakrishnan, Kelvin, Tamil Rasi, Asya. Are you people done with it? Yes or no? Okay, Sabit is done. How about others? Okay. Now, before we switch over to the next part, just see this video. See, these people, what they are doing here, they are actually making units, okay, for a school in their lab, and then they are fixing it. So you can see it in this video, how they work. Fine? Fine, Kelvin, Tamil Rasi, Asya, KP Ramakrishnan, Sabit, Mohammed Irshad. Okay, just see this video. Farooq, just see this video. Vijesh. And after that, you can read from 2 till here. So Bhavati, I have pasted one video, okay, Pota cable video. Actually, they are making one school. From, they are actually assembling the units they might have manufactured in their, laboratory. Just see that video and then you can read the remaining parts of it. Okay, just see that video and then you can read the remaining parts of it. Okay, sure. Once you people have seen the video, just read from 2, okay? You can read from 2 till health, okay? Find Mohammed Rashad, Sabit, KP Ramakrishnan, Kelvin, Tamil Rasi, Farooq, Brijesh and Prabhavati. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. And once you are done till and, just type done in the chat box. I hope you people have seen the video. Have you seen the video? Okay. Are you done? Are you done till and? Everyone out there? Are you done till and? Please, okay. Tamil Rashi is done. How about other? Should I scroll it down? Should I scroll it down? Is everyone done till and? Please let me know in the chat box. Alright, I'm going to wait for you. Okay. Okay. Now you have to read it from safety till construction industry. Just read it. Safety in construction industry. Okay. Now you have to, if you have seen that video, you have to read it from safety till industry, construction industry. Done? Is everyone done with it? Sabit, KP Ramakrishnan, Kelvin, Tamil Rashi, Farooq, Vijesh, Mohammed Irshad. Are you done with it or not? Okay. Now, first of all, just do these 4 questions. And the answer should be neither too long nor too short. Fine? Yeah. Go ahead, and if you want, you can type the answers in the chat box itself. It's up to you. Are you done with the questions? Once you're done with it, just let me know. Is everyone done with it? We are just left with 4 minutes. Just 4 minutes are left for this class to get over. Okay, so we are done for today. Thank you so much. Okay, don't forget to fill the feedback form, and tomorrow we are going to start with the new chapter. Okay, in HR itself. Fine. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye. Take care.